You may not know what this video is gonna be about, but before I begin this video, I'm giving my thank yous and I'm giving my shout outs to these certain people who transformed my hobby, made me happy, made me feel at home. Even if we had arguments, even if we didn't speak that much, all of you just brung some passion into my life. Everybody goes through the struggles, everybody has their fuck ups, but these people gave me something to do, made me never give up. We've had conversations, it made me feel good, made me feel great. Even if I don't fuck with these people anymore, even if we got our differences, here's my shoutouts. So, the person who brought me into this modern world, the person who I've had arguments with for years, a person that I consider my true brother from another mother. I'm giving a shout out to Muhammad. If you don't know who this is, he's electrifying great one, Hollywood and Rock, whatever you want to call him, but I'm giving my big shout outs to him. Because if it wasn't for him, I would have never ever modded. I would have probably did some fucked up shit. I'm from the hood, so that kind of gave me something to do instead of being outside doing drugs. Before this modern shit, my life was fucked. But listen, shout out to him. He brought me into this modern world. And let me tell you, another person, me and him had big trouble. Me and him got into our situations. But besides modern, I felt like me and this man had a great connection. I supported his moves, he supported my moves. We talked for hours. He knows who he is. We spoke for hours and hours and hours about life. But we let a video game ruin our relationship. But we're good now. Shout out to Max. Shout out to DX 2009. I know he did some fucked up shit in the past. A lot of people will call that motherfucker a piece of shit, a liar. But listen, everybody makes mistakes. If you watching this video and you feel some type of way, eat a Frank, eat a dick. I don't care what you think. You don't know how I feel, you don't know how he feels. But yeah, shout out to Max. He's trying to make, I don't give a fuck what you think. If you watching this video and you say, oh, I'm unsubscribed, I don't give a fuck, nigga. I don't care. You can die. I don't give a fuck. And if I ever go to your funeral, nigga, I'm gonna slap the shit out of the nigga that's giving a speech about you. But listen, shout out to him. That's my guy. Now, putting all beef aside, I want to give a shout out. I want to give a shout out to Smash, man. I want to give a shout out to him. He might not be watching this video, he might really be, but I love that guy, man. He was really cool. I know me and him may never talk again, and I got my reasons. Even though he was beating the shit out of me in the game a lot, even though he was scraping the shit out of me, we had our moments, I supported every move he made. But we just let one thing get in between that, and that's the game. And I feel like we're never ever gonna be that cool again because it was over a game of SmackDown. Shout out to Smash, man. Shout out to Spacely too. I know I'm never ever gonna be cool with them niggas, but I give a shout out to them as well. Cause throughout all the ups and downs we had, they kept me into the modern game. I always modded because I wanted to make them proud. I wanted to make them happy. Shout out to them. We never gonna be cool again, but shout out to them. Another person I'm gonna give a shout out to is my nigga. My nigga Codeine, man. Shout out to Codeine. People could always talk shit about him, but they don't know Besides his modest shit, how cool of a homie he is. That nigga cool as shit. Coolest motherfucker you would ever meet. People will always talk about him on Twitter. They will always tell you shit about him, but they don't know how cool this nigga is. He wants to make the world a better place. So if he leaks your paid mods, nigga, eat a dick. Eat a Frank. Eat a fucking Frank, nigga. If you putting mods up and nah, I'm not even gonna get into that, cause the person I'm about to give a shout out to, he puts up paid mods. So let me be quiet. And if you feel the type of way, as I said, eat a fucking Frank. Eat a Frank. And I'll smack the shit out of you too. Eat a Frank. But yeah, shout out to him. That's my guy. Another person that I like. I never got to hear his voice. I never got to see his face. I'm probably never ever gonna hear his voice. But shout out to Kof. I'm telling you, Kof Hero and Codeine are the reason. Let me tell you something. The reason why I made that SmackDown vs. Raw 2006 2005 remastered mod was because of Codeine and Kof Hero. Shout out to Viper too. But listen, Codeine and Kof are the reasons I decided to make that mod. Because they made attires for people that THQ can't even make attires for. And I'm giving a shout out to them too, because I love them, man. They like brothers to me. Even though Codeine like a Nigerian, now let me just they very laughing. But even though I never got to, hear Kof's voice and see his face. But listen, those are my guys, Now we going overseas with it, man. Shout out to Mepsi Pax and the Harlot Effect. And I'm gonna keep it real. When I first met Harlot Effect, I wasn't a fan of his because he used to call me weird as shit. And let me tell you something, at 17 years old, I gotta admit, I was weird as shit. And the Harlot Effect was definitely right. But I felt like he was joking on another level because I had a big kink for Mickey James and I would always like post some weird shit about it. And he would always give his 2 cents in it. But as the months went by, I started to love Harlot Effect. Pause. And Mepsi Pax too, man. Mepsi Pax, the best OG. Like, he's an OG, man. Real OG. I like Mepsi. I'm telling you, these people I'm giving a shout out to helped me out, kept me happy, kept me going. They made mods and I picked up off of them. They gave me creativity ideas. So if your name is not in this video, you haven't known me for over a year and you haven't spoke to me man to man. So if you don't hear your name and you feel a type of way, I'm sorry. Just be around more. I got over 1,000 subscribers. You expect me to shout out everybody one by one? I'll do that shit in a separate video. But listen, if you watching this video up to this point, then just drop a 44 in the chat. But listen, shout out to Mepsi and the Harlot Effect. Now the next person, a lot of people hate him. A lot of people would talk shit about him. I don't know if it's a lot. My a lot is a different meaning to your a lot. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. But listen, me and him speak like sometimes. I ain't gonna lie, he be annoying me sometimes. But listen, shout out to Cynex. Now if you feel some type of way, as I said, eat a dick, eat a Frank, kill yourself. No, don't kill. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. But yeah, shout out to Cynex, man. Shout out to him. He was the one who taught me how to convert Here Comes the Pain models to SmackDown vs. Raw 2006. Him and Ryu Kuma. But Cynex, he speaks English. I mean, I think Ryu Kuma speaks English, but he's not like active on YouTube like that. He's not that active. I like Ryu Kuma. I subscribed to his Patreon. Yes, I did. I subscribed to his Patreon. And if you feel some type of way about that, eat a Frank too. Fuck you. Shout out to him too. Ryu Kuma's a real nice ass dude. I never spoke to him like personally. Only time I did is when I asked him for passwords, but that's it. But yeah, shout out to him. Yeah, now shout out to Riot, man. Shout out to Riot. Shout out to Ray. He made his own personal patches. He helped me out a lot too. Me and him made a song. But yeah, shout out to Ray. I like Ray, man. I like Ray. People might not like him. If you're entitled to your pay. If you don't like him, you don't like me. And if you don't like me, get off this video. Get off this video. Simple. Okay. Now, next person I would love to give a shout out to is Ahmed Hassan. Now, this is the person I was talking about that makes paid mods. But I'm putting all his paid mods to the side. This man is real nice. And one of the nicest people you ever meet. You never hear his voice. I've seen his face before. And yeah, I've seen his face before. He cool. He a cool cut dude, man. He real cool. He put all the paid mods aside. Having a one-on-one conversation with him is great. He's respectful. He won't say shit that I say. I don't think he'd ever say suck my dick to a nigga. He'd never say that shit. I don't think he'd ever say that shit. Yeah, I like Ahmed Hassan. He the one who taught me how to bake. He's the one who taught me a lot of this shit that I learned today that I released on you guys. And I know when I released it, he felt some type of way. And I can understand. But listen, Ahmed, put all that shit aside. You my guy, man. I like you. I love you, man. Pause. You know what I mean? You cool as shit. He tryna make money to, you know, like, live his life. Cause nigga, it's hard out here for some people to get a job. No offense, it's hard out here. It's hard out here for niggas to get a job. And some people can't get a job because of their ethnicity. You know what I mean? People will look at your ethnicity and they will fucking have an opinion that, yo, you a thief, you gonna steal shit. That's what niggas do. So, you know, I can understand why he does what he does. It's hard to get a job out here. Shout out to Ahmed. Now, shout out to Thomas. Me and Thomas be speaking on Discord a lot. Me and Thomas is real cool. Thomas, you know who you are, man. Shout out to Thomas. That's my nigga Thomas, man. My man Thomas is straight. My man Thomas is straight out of South Africa. That's my guy. I like Thomas, man. Thomas was Thomas taught me a lot of shit. You people might not know who Thomas is, but I know who Thomas is. Thomas, shout out to you, man. I like you a lot. Now, yo, shout out to Sean O'Connor, man. Yo, me and Sean O'Connor go way, way, way back. Me and him go way, way, way back. He traveled the world, man. He traveled the world. I know I don't speak to him like that today, but he already knows I fuck with him. I love Sean O'Connor. You know, if he hit me up, I'm always gonna respond, nigga. I'm not that hard to reach. But I am. I ain't gonna lie. I'm hard to reach. But I'm not. If I fuck with you like that, then I'm not hard to reach. But if I like you, I'm easy to reach. Shout out to him. Shout out to Sean O'Connor, man. He watched me transform. Next person I like to give a shout out to is Josh and Josh 2 Stay. Shout out to both of them. Man, Josh 2 Stay, the funniest nigga I've ever met, man. He funny as shit. Nigga got a voice like me, but this nigga get mad bitches, yo. Yo, me and him collabed on my first Here Comes the Pain mod. He had some troubles, and I'm not gonna lie, I felt bad, man. I wanted to really finish it with him. That's why I called it a demo. But you know, he be going through his shit, you feel me? Josh who stays still in my heart, that's my guy. Now the other Josh. Now me and Josh had a little situation, but we resolved it and we close as ever. I got him on IG. He gave me entire suggestions for this mod. He supported every decision I made. Nigga never talked shit to me. He never said anything wrong to me. I might have said something wrong to him, but that was because of another situation. But every conversation we have is fire. Fire. He be tuning into my streams. Fire. He spoke to me persons. Fire. I fuck with both of them Joshes. 2 Joshes that I fuck with. You feel me? Now, shout out to ERI619. A lot of people hate this man. A lot of people don't like this man. A lot of people had history with him. But me personally, I ain't have anything bad between me and him. Between me and him, nothing bad has happened. Me and him have our ups and downs, but I still fuck with y'all. I spoke to him personally. I was one of the first Americans he ever spoke to in years, and it went well. He taught me some blender tricks. Shout out to EROD619. Now listen, this is the topic of the video. If you made it to this point, you're here to see that I finally, check this out. You are here to see that I finally hacked entrances in the SmackDown vs. Raw. Correct camera angle. I didn't do the pyros yet, but I will do the pyros, I promise. But listen, I hacked an entrance in the SmackDown vs. Raw PSP. Will a tutorial be coming? Hell yeah, for PSP. I don't know about PS2. PS2 is extremely different. But PSP, tutorials will be coming. And don't come in my comment and beg me like a little bitch, cause I'm not gonna help you if you beg me. But listen, I finally hacked an entrance into this game. The remastered mod for SmackDown vs. Raw 2007 will be legendary. Now listen, if I give you a shout out in this video, best believe on my 2,000 subscribers shout out video, your name will be in the video. But listen, if y'all enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe. If you ain't enjoyed this video, eat a Frank. Eat a Frank. Peace.